Hey, greetings everyone out there. Rod here. Today we have a question from a new subscriber. His name is Jason. He asks, hey Rod, what's a good race and class for beginners? Well, Jason, I'm going to give you a really good answer here. I happen to know of 3 that work really good for new players. First, I will give you the race. This way you can get a good understanding with my explanation of why this is good for a new player. And then I will tell you the class that works best with that race. And this will make it a lot easier, and you're not restricted to just one in your mind. Hey, you know, I got one, that's not great. Well, if there's 3 options out there, that makes it even better for you. So let's get to it. First off, I'm going to start with my number 3 choice, which is the half-elf. The half-elf is a very good starter character. As a matter of fact, it's a really good plug-and-play race to put on your character record sheet. You just write down your numbers, very little adjusting to do. You get a +2 to your charisma, and you get a +1 to 2 other ability scores of your choosing. You also have Fey Ancestry, which can help with sleep and charm, and then also you have dark vision. So I would say that half-elf would make a really good rogue. Honestly, I would either go with assassin or thief starting out because they're a little bit easier to understand for a new player. I wouldn't recommend going bard or sorcerer quite yet, because you need to learn how to understand how your race works with each individual class. And by starting with rogue, you're going to be golden. My number 2 choice for new players would be the wood elf. You come out of the Fey Wild, meaning you're in tune with nature and all the magic surrounding you. You have a +2 to your dexterity and a +1 to your wisdom, making you a little more cunning and nimble than the other races out there. You're not as arrogant and snobbish as your high elf cousins, and you're not as self-absorbed or really into what you're focusing on yourself as the drow are. You're very adventurous. You're cunning. You're fun-loving. You enjoy just running around in the woods, having a good time, jumping over logs, hunting rabbits, stuff like that. Real good things. You make very good use of your elven weapon training, which is short sword, longbow, short bow. You have proficiency in those. You Mask of the Wild, Fey Ancestry. All that plays in really good here. I feel that a new player would have a really good time playing the wood elf as a fighter. I would say go with the archer, because that would put you right up there in the league with, say, Legolas from Lord of the Rings. Or you could go with dueling, which would put you up there with, say, the 3 Musketeers. The character that first comes to mind is D'Artagnan. Very, very good movie, very, very good book. Now, that right there takes full advantage of that +2 dexterity modifier, I think. Now for my number 1 pick, which hands down is the human. Of course, it is we who are humans who are playing this game, right? So we know how humans think and act and react. You get a +1 modifier to all your ability scores. Pretty easy. You plug it in, play it. That's basic right there. Class I would choose would be fighter, but I would go with champion. The reason why I say the champion is because all you really have to deal with is your action surge and your second wind, which is pretty basic and easy for a new player to understand and really start to get the feel for. The only downside to playing a human, honestly, is you don't have dark vision. Now, you could ask one of your party members who might happen to have it in their spell book to put it on you, or you can come across a potion of dark vision somewhere across your many adventures that you would have. I really hope that this answered your question, Jason, and I elaborated on things because I feel it's easier to understand than just being flat out vague and saying, hey, do this, do this, do this, because you don't have an option And I like to give my players an option. Here's a quick note for all you dungeon masters out there watching this video. Be there for your players, like I am. There's going to be a ton of questions that come up. And who's best to answer these questions than the facilitator of the game? Now, I have access to 2 terabytes of information that I keep on my passport. So if there's ever a question I don't understand or I don't know, I know right where to go to find it. Now, I'm not saying that that's what everybody should do, but that's just what I do. The new player might want to go in a total other direction. They might want to, say, play a Tabaxi monk, but your campaign's set in the frozen north. Or they want to play a drow sorcerer, and your campaign's set in, say, the desert. Neither one of them would be good. Help them make the right choice for your campaign setting. Unless, say, that race don't exist in your world. Everything's frozen out, Dragonborn don't exist. You're on an island somewhere and half-orcs don't exist there. You know, things like that. Just let your players know ahead of time, hey, now these right here are the available races for you to play. Also, when your players make their own character, they'll become more invested in that character's journey than if you were to just tear out and hand them one of those pre-generated characters out of, say, the starter set. You know, unless, of course, you are playing the Lost Mines of Phandelver as an introductory campaign to get people used to playing together, and so they can understand the mechanics of a pre-generated started character. Because all the notes and everything are right there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and share with your friends. Leave a comment down below. Who knows, maybe your comment might be like Jason's comment and could be on my next THAC0'S Mailbag of Holding video, which I'll be trying to do one every month or every other month, depending on how often I get asked questions. So, till next time, you guys stay safe out there, and you have a great day.